Hello, my name is Lance Ash. I'm sitting waiting for the Subaru to warm up before we can go. One of the disadvantages of this car. I'm a little pissed off at the moment. We bought our son a Subaru Outback through CarMax, and they're trying to fuck us over. You have 30 days in which you can return the car. As soon as we got the car, we took it to our mechanic to confirm that it was, proper working order. And they said, no, it's not. It requires about $5,000 worth of work. So we tell CarMax. CarMax is supposed to fix any problems, right? They tell us, oh, well, we're not going to be able to get to it, to look at it, to confirm what your mechanics say until, the whatever. Anyway, so that puts us within striking distance of the deadline by the time they get to it. And then, who knows if they're actually going to fix it. So we've decided to take it back. Get something else. It's a scam. Anyway, waiting for the little blue light to go off so I can put the car in motion. Oh, here we are. We're ready to go now. Just in a shitty mood now all of a sudden. My prediction that I had earlier today that this is going to be a good week still holds. I still feel it's going to be a good week. But I just can't stand the silly little confusions that happen in a relationship. Somehow I gave my wife the impression that I wanted to keep the car, by God, no matter what. But that is not the case. Alright, we have topics to go over. Been reading, I have a box set of Woody Allen's first 3 books. And I don't know what put it in my head to start rereading them. Anyway, it got me thinking about Woody Allen in general, and I looked him up, and he's got some other books he's written. Hold on, I feel the presence of something rattling around. It distresses me that public acceptance that he's guilty of child molestation has become so prevalent that it's not even questioned. Let me tell you right now, I believe he's innocent. I don't believe he ever molested his daughter. And it irritates me that you have, two things. First of all, I was reading about the other books he's written, and one of them is an autobiography, and there was a quote somebody made that I can't believe they published this thing. As if it's just, he's an obvious child molester. No one should ever have anything to do with him again. Judge found him innocent. And there was something else. I don't know if it was Michael Caine. It was some big actor was in a movie of his, and they asked him, you were in a Woody Allen movie, and he said, yeah. Well, I didn't know about these allegations at the time, and if I had, I wouldn't have been in the movie. Alright, that's about all I'm going to say. He's innocent. He's going to be 88 this year. He'll be dropping dead within a few years, and then it'll be it'll be forever. Forever. They'll be, oh, Woody Allen, the child molester. It's irritating. Number 2, watched or listened to a little bit of commentary by George Lucas on A New Hope and on The Empire Strikes Back. And it just put me in mind of all that whole time period. Because longtime viewers of my channel will know about the whole flap, 1977, when I wasn't allowed to go see Star Wars, and it drove me crazy. When Empire Strikes Back came out, however, I went to see it within a couple of days of the opening with my dad, while at the same theater at the same time my mother and sister went to see a reissue of Mary Poppins. I remember the line for Empire Strikes Back was hundreds of people. Same thing when Return of the Jedi came out. It was such a big deal. I used to have a subscription to National Geographic World. Now it's National Geographic Kids. And they had a article in one of the issues on how they did some of the special effects for Empire Strikes Back, the upcoming movie. You know, how they did the Imperial Walkers and the Dagobah set and all that. National Geographic World was a great magazine. It's all gone. It's a lost world. Now anything that's geared towards children has to be all Valentines and happy faces and dancing bears, and it has to be all soft and cuddly and nee. Did you know that Disney owns a 73% share of National Geographic? I don't know if it's just the magazine or if it's the organization. Something has to be done. This is not right. Alright, let's see what's next on my topics list here. AI. George Rockwell Schmidt put out a video in the last week or so about AI. And his take is basically, number one, that the term AI is a misnomer, and number two, no matter how whatever terms you use, universal 24-hour surveillance systems connected to highly intelligent analyzing systems, automated systems, are just an inevitability. And there's nothing you can do about it, so you might as well just try not to worry. Because you'll be dead soon, so, don't worry about it. Well, I agree. That is the inevitability. However, there have to be ways of fighting back. And in connection with that, there's been a lot of talk about how, this globe-spanning computer it won't really be sentient. Okay, let me clear something up. It doesn't matter if it's really sentient, okay? The fact that it will seem sentient to you is what matters. I'm not 100% certain that the people I encounter on a daily basis are really sentient. It doesn't really matter. I have to respond and interact in the presumption of sentience. You can say that you don't know that I'm really sentient. I mean, that if you start to go down that hole, you begin to question, well, what is sentience anyway? I mean, you don't know for certain that your little digital assistant, little Siri or whatever the fuck it is, isn't reporting back to Big Daddy. It's not the world I wanted to grow up in, that's for damn sure. Still pissed off about the damn car. Last topic I have written down is Subaru. I don't know why I wrote that. REI is a camping store franchise chain, and within the last couple of months they put a new one in Athens. And my wife told me they're going to this weekend they're going to have something in connection with REI. They're going to, in the parking lot, they're going to have a gathering of Subaru owners. And the way she put it made it sound like it was going to be like a meet and greet, like we are all Subaru owners together. But that's not what it was. It had nothing to do with drive your Subaru in and we'll take pictures of everybody with their Subaru and it's going to be a big party. It had nothing to do with that. All it was a couple of little tables set out on the sidewalk in front of the REI store, and they were passing out keychains. And they had a display of this tent that you could set up on top of the roof of your car. I'm not going to trust that. And they had REI employees wearing Subaru t-shirts. That was it. I don't know what in the hell I expected. I don't want to make it sound like I'm in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood. I had a good weekend. I got some decent painting done. Just the whole situation with the car, I didn't realize how close we are to being fucked over. So I told her we're going to take the damn thing back tomorrow. We're going to drive it up there tomorrow and say, this is unacceptable. Either you confirm what our mechanics have said right this minute and take the appropriate steps, or you can keep it. And that's all there is to it. I've gotten in the habit of watching the Internet Today channel, and I think I'm going to stop because it's really a waste of time. The two guys that do it, Ricky and Elliot, or whatever their names are, they seem to be on my side of the political social fence, and they're entertaining enough, intelligent enough, but it really is a waste of time. Everything on the... God damn. Everything's a waste of time unless I'm actually achieving my goals. Oh my God, what in the hell is up here? Why is a cop right there? What in the name of God is going on here? This incredibly crowded intersection here. What is he doing? Okay. Maybe the guy's broken down. Alright, let's go over what's in the bag. Oh my God. I'm gonna turn this thing around and deal with this. Alright, number one, we have Equine the Bunnyman Porcupine. Number two, Oregon. This is LP transfer. They have 2 LPs on 1 CD. Winter Light and In Concert. The one I want is In Performance. But next, Meat Puppets Too High to Die. Hold on. Let me get to this damn light. Next, Meat Puppets No Joke. Meat Puppets Forbidden Places, great record. First song on the album, Sam, is a great song. Next, Electrofiction, Burned. This is, I think they only did 1 album. It's sort of half Equine the Bunnymen, half the Smiths. Is that right? I might be wrong about that. Next, Mysterio. This is a Ian McCullough solo record. Next, Psychedelic Furs, Midnight to Midnight. Is that the way it's... I don't have my glasses on. Next, back where we started. Okay. My wife and I listened to Equine the Bunnymen's Ocean Rain album, which is a masterpiece. The song Ocean Rain is devastating. Killing Moon's on there. Nocturnal Me. So many great songs. I always, if I get in a discussion about them with somebody, I always say, yeah, they were the 2nd greatest band ever to come out of Liverpool. Nobody ever gets it. They're like, oh yeah, that's okay. Well. It is a sad situation when you realize, well, let's just take it from in one section, one facet of human civilization. I write a lot of stuff. I write a lot of commentary online, and I read a lot of other people's commentary. When you discover that you write better and write more grammatically correctly than 99% of the people on the planet, it's not a happy, triumphant moment. It's a sad moment. Who was I watching? This person said he never read anything. It might have been the 2 guys on Internet Today. One of them said he never read anything. That may not be true. I don't know who it was. It can't be, because I know one of them held up a book and said he was halfway through it. You know, a lot of internet channels are just people going over the news and adding their own little 2 cents. And it can be entertaining, but original content is much better. Why did you get behind me? I'll tell you something interesting. I have a blog on Blogger, Blogspot, whatever you want to call it. And it's always nice to find other people who also have blogs and actually keep up with them. Too many times you'll find somebody has a blog and the last entry was 6 years ago. But I found, in the last 2 weeks or so, I found 2 blogs that are massive. They have entries going back 15 years, and they do stuff almost daily. One is a Spanish guy who does, he focuses on artists, and hundreds of artists he's got profiled on there. Some amazing work. And you see all these people, there's so, I get tired, people will see me drawing or they see my paintings and they go, hey, why are you working for a living, man? Why aren't you a millionaire? Why don't you sell your work? Do you know how intensely competitive the field is? And you also see people who are much better technically than you. And it reminds me of one of my favorite quotes. Hugh Masekela was a jazz trumpeter. I guess he's still alive. Anyway, he was from Africa. He moved to New York, I guess, in the 60s to break into the American jazz field. And he met Miles Davis, and he told him, I came here to become a professional jazz trumpeter, and I just don't know if I can cut it. I didn't realize how many just great musicians there are, and these people are just, so many of them are so much better than I am. And Miles told him, you don't have to worry about any of that, because only you know what you know. And that's true. It's basically the exact same advice or encouragement that Mr. Rogers used to say. You're special just by your being you. Conservatives hate that mentality, but it's true. All right, well, I guess we're getting near the end of the show here. Wish me luck on the whole car thing. More news later.